Right now, billions of cells inside you are dying. They are not sick. They are not under attack. They are committing suicide on purpose. And if they stopped, you would die within hours. Every day, roughly 50 to 70 billion cells execute themselves. That is 1 million cells dying every single second. Your body is a battlefield of controlled self-destruction, and it has been this way since before you were born. In the womb, your fingers were webbed together like a duck. You looked like a creature built for swimming. Then cells between your digits received a silent order. They died on command, your hands separated into individual fingers. Without that mass suicide, you would have flippers. You also had a tail, not a metaphor, a real tail with vertebrae. Around week 8, your body ordered its destruction. The tail cells dissolved. The vertebrae were absorbed. You became human instead of something else. Your brain was once twice the size it needed to be. Half your neurons killed themselves to make room. The survivors formed the precise networks that let you think. Death carved your mind into something functional. Have you ever considered that your body is mostly a graveyard? You once had gill arches. They are still inside your throat. They became your jaw, your ears, and your voice box. But first, the original tissue had to die. Life and death work together to build your face. This process has a name. Scientists call it apoptosis. It comes from a Greek word meaning falling off, like leaves dropping from a tree in autumn. It's beautiful, orderly, and absolutely lethal. It's not the same as necrosis. Necrosis is a cell murdered by injury. It swells, it bursts, it poisons its neighbors. Apoptosis is a cell agreeing to die. It shrinks, it packages itself, it vanishes. Why would evolution build a machine whose only job is to destroy you? In 1972, 3 researchers saw this clearly. John Kerr, Andrew Willey, and Alistair Curry published a landmark paper. They described cells shrinking, blebbing, and vanishing without a mess. The body eats its dead quietly. No inflammation, no chaos, just clean disappearance. But the real breakthrough came from a worm. Sidney Brenner, H. Robert Horvitz, and John Sulston studied Caenorhabditis elegans. This tiny worm has exactly 1,090 cells. Exactly 131 of them are sentenced to die. The researchers mapped every single execution. They found the genes that flipped the switch. They won the Nobel Prize in 2002 for revealing the genetic code of death. Those switches are ancient. You share the same death machinery with fruit flies. You share it with frogs. You share it with worms that live in soil. This suicide program is older than bones, older than blood, older than the split between vertebrates and invertebrates. Inside your cells, proteins called caspases wait in silence. They are executioners. They sit dormant until the order arrives. Then they cut everything. They slice DNA into fragments. They dismantle the cell from within. It takes roughly 4 hours for a cell to fully disappear. Here's the question that should terrify you. What happens when the army refuses its orders? Cancer is the answer. A cancer cell is a cell that forgot how to die. It receives the signal. It ignores the signal. It divides forever while its neighbors fall on their swords. Tumors are not just growth. They are failures of suicide. Your body has backup plans. Killer T cells patrol your tissues like assassins. They find rogue cells and force them to execute themselves. But sometimes the system breaks. Sometimes the wrong cells die. Sometimes the right ones refuse. Autoimmune diseases can begin when dead cells are not cleared properly. Your immune system panics. It starts attacking healthy tissue. Excessive death causes stroke and heart attack. Insufficient death causes cancer. You exist in a razor-thin balance between too much life and too much death. Every scar you carry is a memory of cells that died to heal you. Every breath you take requires the death of old lung cells. Your skin is a graveyard of keratinocytes that sacrifice themselves. You shed 30,000 dead skin cells every minute. You are literally built from the corpses of your former cells. Consider this. You are not the same person you were 7 years ago. Every cell in your body has been replaced. The only continuity is the pattern. The blueprint survives while the builders die. So, what are you, really? Are you the cells, or are you the invisible army that kills them to keep the pattern alive? The dying cells do not scream. They do not resist. They receive the order, fold their proteins, and dissolve into fragments. Other cells eat them without ceremony. This happens 1,000,000 times per second. And it is the only reason you are alive.